All right, in this video, we're going to look at the display property with the values inline, block, and inline block. Now, display is very important because that's actually how we implement Flexbox. It's how we implement the CSS grid, but we're not going to get to that just yet. We'll do that a little later. So in this video, I want to show you how to turn block level elements into inline and vice versa, and also look at inline blocks. So let's create a new file called, let's call it 10_inline_block.html. And I'm just going to close this up. And for the title, we'll say inline and block styling. Okay, so in the body, I'm going to start off with a UL. I guess I don't even need to give it. We're only going to have one UL, so we'll just use that as a selector. But this is going to be like a menu, so we'll do an A tag in here. This will go just nowhere. And let's say that these are like categories. Maybe it's I don't know, a list of blog posts or something like that. So we'll just say like technology. And for this one, let's say business and I don't know, fashion. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. And by default, list items are block level, right? If we open up our tools and we use our element selector and we look at the list item, you can see that it goes all the way across and it knocks the next one down. So that's a block level element. Now we can change that to be inline, and in fact this could be a way to create a horizontal menu, horizontal navigation. So let's go up into our styling and let's grab onto the UL and let's set it to, I'm sorry, not the UL, the LI. And let's set it to display, inline, and save. So notice that now it's going this way, and the bullets are no longer showing either. Now you probably want to spread these out a little bit, so we could do like, actually I'd probably put these on the links. So LIA, and let's set padding right to 10 pixels. Okay, so it's gonna spread them apart. Actually, let's do 20. All right, so that's how we can change block level elements to inline. Now let's take an inline element such as an image and make it block level, and I'm going to show you a reason why you would do this. So let's put a couple line breaks in, and we'll put in an image, and inside of our folder we still have the img folder with the leaf.png. I'm going to use that. So in here, let's do /, so the current directory, and go into the image directory, and we want leaf png. For the alt, I'll just say my image, and save that. Okay, now this is an inline image, or I'm sorry, an inline element. If we grab the selector and we take a look, you'll see how it doesn't go all the way across. If I were to put another image in, actually if I just duplicate this and save, it's going to go next to it. It doesn't get pushed on to the next line. Now I want to make this a block level element. Let me get rid of one of these. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to add margin auto, because I want it in the middle. If I were to do that now, nothing happens because we can't do this. We can't do margin auto on an inline element. Okay, it needs to be block level, so we'll simply say display block and save, and now we can actually add margin auto. I can't tell you how confusing that was to me a long time ago when I was just trying to simply center an image and margin auto just wouldn't work. I didn't realize that the element had to be display block to be able to do that. All right, so these are two situations where you would want to display something that's normally inline, or I'm sorry, normally block as inline, and normally inline as block. Now, let's say we want some divs here, some box divs like we've been dealing with. I'm just going to put a couple line breaks, and let's do a class of box, and an H3. We'll just say heading, and then let's put paragraph lorem 20. And let's say we have 3 of these. Okay, we'll go ahead and save that. And let's say we want to align these going across. Actually, you know what? First, let's style them a little bit just so we can kind of see the outline and stuff like that. So we'll do what we've been doing, just give them a quick background. Border. Actually, let's not even do a border. Let's just do padding, 20 pixels. What else? We'll do margin bottom, 15 pixels. And we want these to display horizontally. So obviously we need a width, right? So width, let's do 32%. Now if I save that, we get that width, but they're still on top of each other because by default divs are displayed as block. So maybe we just need to do inline, right? Let's do display inline and save, and that doesn't work. And the reason this isn't working, and it'll show you right in here in VS Code, this property width is being ignored because display, you can't use width on inline, okay? And the margin is also being ignored. So the solution to this, if we want these to go across, is to use inline-block, which is basically like a mix of both. It goes horizontal, but it also allows us to add widths. So let's change it to inline-block and save. Now this is getting knocked on to the next line because, again, we have padding, so that's getting added to the width because we didn't add the box sizing property. So let's go up here. And let's say box. Actually, you know what? Let's just put it. That's what I'll usually do, but we can just put it in here. So box sizing, border box, and save. And now you'll see that they're aligned side by side. We can probably even do 33. No, let's do like 32 point. I don't think I mentioned that. We can do decimals and percentages like that. Okay, so that looks pretty cool actually. But yeah, so we have display inline, display block, and display inline block. And then later on when we get to flex, we can do display flex. We can also do display grid. And I'm gonna talk all about that and the different properties that are associated with that as well. But yeah, so that's that. In the next video, we're gonna look at positioning. There's different types of positioning: relative, absolute, fixed. So I want to explain what the difference is between all of those in the next video.
Living life every day. Late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer.